Well, hello there. Welcome to FGO's medium budget 3-turn runs. This is a series for people who play the mobile game Fate Grand Order and do not have 5-star servants which have been grailed or have Noble Phantasm level 2 or higher, to complete nodes that are of higher difficulty or just want to try out how to clear it in 3 turns. Today's episode is the 90+ node Eliminate Treats to the Town. I am Okayest and let's get started. This node consists of 3 rounds. The first round is against a single enemy chocolate monster with a health bar of 198,674. Second round has 3 snake ladies with health bars of 30 and up to 46,000 points each. And the final round has 2 snake ladies, health bars of 56,000 points each, approximately, plus a shadow servant caster who has a health bar of 246,000 points. For this run, you will need, number 1, a level 90 Habatroth with Noble Phantasm level 2 or higher. Also, she should have, but not necessary, the mana loading append, which gives her 20% of mana points at the start of the fight. It is important to be her since she has the skill to remove herself for the party at the end of a turn. Number 2, a Mystic Code that can swap party members. This can either be Decisive Battle or Chaldea Combat Uniform. Number 3, 1 servant in your roster that can give 50% Noble Phantasm to another party member, and 1 more servant from your friends list that also can give a 50% Noble Phantasm to another party member. Number 4, a rider servant grailed up to level 90 or higher that has an AoE Noble Phantasm, also with the mana loading append so it has 20% of Noble Phantasm when it enters the field, or has the ability to give herself 20% or more Noble Phantasm points, and also can give herself attack up or increase the damage of its Noble Phantasm for the 3rd round. Number 5, 1 craft essence that gives you 80% of NP points when entering the field. This can be Kaleidoscope or Wizard Marshal. Also, you will need 1 craft essence that gives you 75% of mana at the start. This can be Imaginary Number Magecraft or Crystallization of Winter. And finally, a craft essence that gives you 50% of Noble Phantasm at the start of the fight, preferably with an extra effect like increasing the Noble Phantasm damage or the art card's efficiency. Let's start the fight. First of all, when selecting the servant from your friends list, you should use either Waver, Castoria, Escat Hashcaster, Reigns, Oberon or Koyanskaya. Also see if the servant has a craft essence that increases the number of rewards of the fight, or it increases the bond level since this node is very good for bond increase. The first round can be cleared with a single target, Noble Phantasm level 1 of higher of a 5-star servant level 100. But since we don't have that, we can use instead a level 80 servant that can do a single target Noble Phantasm level 1 or higher, plus Habatroth's Noble Phantasm, which, being the 2nd NP, will get a damage boost and help kill the enemy completely. In this example, we will use Ranmaru X. She does not have a single target Noble Phantasm, however, it does have an append that gives extra damage to casters, or even without the append on, she can still deal neutral class damage to the enemy of this round. We will start the fight by using Habatroth's 2nd skill, which will give herself 50% Noble Phantasm points or higher. If you level up the skill, this alongside the 50% she has from the craft essence will make her get 100% Noble Phantasm or higher in case you have her append for another 20% more. Then we will use her 3rd skill, which will grant Invincible to a party member. Plus, it will make her say adios at the end of the turn. Now we will use Ranmaru's 3rd skill, which will give her 10% of Noble Phantasm points. This, along with the 75% of the craft essence and the 20% of the append, will make her get to 100% Noble Phantasm or higher. Now we will do Ranmaru's NP first, then Habatroth's, then a 3rd card whichever you have, but preferably select an arts type if available, which will increase both Ranmaru's and Habetroth's NP before they are executed. Well. In this example, I couldn't meet the damage quota with the NPs. But I did manage to finish off with the third attack. My apologies, but on other runs it does work. Now on round 2, Habetroth is replaced by Medusa, our area of effect damage NP Rider Servant, and we use our Mystic Code skill to swap Ranmaru for Escat Hatchcaster. No wait, first we use Ranmaru's second skill, which reduces enemies' defense. Okay, now we are good. Now we do swap the servants. First we take advantage of Skadi's first skill, which increases the effect of quick card types on Medusa, and now we use Medusa's Noble Phantasm, along with 2 other cards. But preferably try to use quick cards which can help on the critical damage of the Noble Phantasm. Finally, on the third round, we start by using Skadi's third skill, which gives Medusa a 50% Noble Phantasm. Then we use Skadi's second skill, which lowers the enemy's defense. Now we use Artoria Caster's first and second skill, which in conjunction will give Medusa another 50% Noble Phantasm and also increases the party's attack. Now we use Medusa's third skill to increase her Noble Phantasm even more, and her second skill to increase her own attack. Finally, we use the Mystic Code's first skill to increase the party's attack. Now we use Medusa's Noble Phantasm alongside 2 more cards, whichever you got. But if you can, use quick cards to increase the performance, and that should suffice to clear the node in 3 turns. Okay, now let's do another attempt, this time with double Skadi. We start the same way as before, use Habetrot's skill 2 and 3 and Ranmaru's third skill. And we attempt to get a triple arts combo, see? This time, the enemy died after the second Noble Phantasm. I am a genius. I am a goddamn genius. I'm such a great... Well, okay, never mind, sorry for that, let's continue. Now on second round, we use Skadi's first skill on Medusa and then... No, wait, sorry. We use Ranmaru's second skill to lower the enemy's defense, and then we go for the Noble Phantasm right away, along with 2 more cards, trying to get a triple quick combo. Now on the third round, first we swap Ranmaru with Skadi Caster, and we use Skadi's first skill to give Medusa even higher quick type damage, and we use both Skadi's defense down skills. We fill up Medusa's Noble Phantasm again and use Medusa's attack skill up. Plus the Mystic Code's attack up for extra damage, and we use Medusa's Noble Phantasm along with 2 cards. This time, we couldn't make a triple quick combo, but it's okay. Because of all the buffs given to Medusa, plus the defense down effects from both Skadis, the damage was more than enough to kill all enemies. Now we will do another fight, this time using Oberon. First and second rounds will be the same as the previous fights. On the third round, we swap Ranmaru for Oberon. First, we use Oberon's second skill to give Medusa 50% Noble Phantasm. Then we use his first skill to increase the Noble Phantasm's damage and add 20% more NP. And now we use Castoria's skills to give Medusa a note of 50% Noble Phantasm, and finally use Medusa's own skills to give herself more attack and more NP. Now we use Medusa's Noble Phantasm plus 2 more cards. This time I didn't do a triple quick combo and used 2 more cards, whichever you have to deal damage in case the NP is not enough to kill off the Shadow Servant. And it didn't kill it, since Medusa's Noble Phantasm wasn't as powerful as if you had the effects that Skadi can give, nor the defense down a kill towards the enemies. But don't worry, you can easily finish off on this last turn. Alrighty then, now I'm going to use a Skadi from a friend and Oberon, same as before. We repeat the same steps on round 1 and 2, and on the third round, we fill up Medusa's Noble Phantasm and increase her attack, and also Skadi will lower the enemy's defense. And there you have it, enemies died on the Noble Phantasm alone. This is why including at least 1 Skadi can help a lot on this fight. For the next example, I want to show you how to do the run with Koyanskaya as your own party servant. We will be using an Eskatash Skadi lended from a friend as support. We repeat the first 2 rounds as before. On the 3rd round, we swap Ranmaru X for Koyanskaya. We fill up her Noble Phantasm and give her all the attack boost we have. Plus Skadi will use her 2nd skill to lower the enemy's defense, and we use Medusa's Noble Phantasm plus 2 more cards, whichever you consider more effective just in case the NP doesn't finish the job all by itself. Now let me show you another example. This time we will use a lended Artoria caster in case you can't get a lended Skadi. On the 3rd round, we swap Ranmaru X for Koyanskaya. We fill up her Noble Phantasm and give her all the attack boost we have. We use her Noble Phantasm plus use 2 more cards. In this case, I'll use one of Koya plus one of Medusa J-Set to show, in case you cannot get a triple attack combo from Medusa alone, or triple quick card combo. Koyanskaya is an assassin servant, meaning her damage towards casters is 50% lower than normal. Since one of the next cards is a buster card, we can use Koyanskaya's 2nd and 3rd skills, which give the target buster attack increase, an NP gain on buster attacks as well, and with that, the fight is done. And there you have it. This is how you can keep repeating this node to get currency to exchange for items, and also is a good way to increase the bond level on your servants. This is why I tried to make a 5 servants composition, so you can use the last slot in your party to bond up any servant you like. Remember that you can use whichever servants you have on your roster that are Rider, Alter Ego, or Berserker type, and can replace the ones I used in this guide. As an added note, I would like to tell you that this event will give you various copies of the Craft Essence Thank You for Your Hard Work, which features Murasaki Shikibu and Seishonagon. That once you have maxed it out, it will give you a 50% Noble Phantasm at the start, and also 10% of arts performance, plus 20% damage against demonic enemies. So I recommend you that you try to get it as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you on this event and you can develop your own servant compositions to be able to 3-turn the node to spend less time on it. If you liked the video, please leave a like and comment your opinions about it. Also be sure to share it with your FGO playing friends. Until next time.
それはこの部屋で誰にも見られないように食べるべし。他のサーバント、スタッフに見られることがないよう気をつけるのだ。だって噂になったら恥ずかしいし。メモリアル。
そうそう、古典わかってるじゃん。バレンタインイベントだもんね。ゲーマーとしてこれは外せないっす。よーし、そんな話のわかるマスターさんは今から僕とゲームしようぜ。ゲームしながら食べるジャンクフードが一番美味しいに決まってるしね。